last
I
year.
know, great.
Not
I
as
love
many as
reading
last
these.
Ready for it, guys?
Oh, sorry, thank you.
Good evening. Welcome to the May 26th Select Board meeting. This meeting will be broadcast live and recorded by Foxboro Cable Access. We'll start with the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Start with citizens' input. Anybody here? Anybody on Zoom? Nope. Okay. Introduction of new chief assessor. Come forward.
So we'd just like to welcome, although Mariah's been here for, how many years now have you been here?
A little over 2 years.
2 years. So Mariah's been with us for over 2 years, a great addition to our assessing team, and has been working diligently under Tom Welsh, our assessor, chief assessor. Well, he took another opportunity and moved on, and we're thrilled to be able to promote from within for Mariah. And so, Mariah, if you want to just give a little sort of background and
Sure.
tell us a little bit about, some of the board doesn't really get to know you.
Yeah, so I started in municipal government in 2020 for the town of Blackstone. I was part-time collector treasurer, then I was hired full-time assistant accountant. Because of COVID, they were still short-staffed, so then I was working part-time in the assessor's office helping out. Loved it, started doing that full-time. Probably about a year and a half, and then I came to Foxborough and had the pleasure of working here under Tom. And here I am. Now I'm the chief assessor for the town of Foxborough, so it's very nice to meet all of you. But yeah.
Does she smile like this all the time?
Yep.
Wow, that's awesome, down
Yeah,
there.
great addition, great part of the culture. She's already made, I mean, she's been around forever, so she's already made great friends here, and definitely part of the community and the fabric of the building, for sure. So we're thrilled.
Yes, it's a good environment. I'm grateful to be here.
Sure, we'll keep you busy with dealing with the issues around town and
Oh, I'm sure.
whether it's
I have a great team. My
real estate taxes or whether it's corporate tax type
Yes.
entities. But welcome aboard. I'm glad to see you here.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
I think it's
It's always
awesome.
great to hire from within.
Yep.
That's a bonus.
Thank you so much.
And she'll be back for the tax recap hearing in
Yes,
November,
I will.
December. You'll be back.
Thank you so much.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Mariah.
Take care.
Thank you.
Okay, next is a public hearing alteration of premises application, Better Foods Foxborough LLC, doing business as Travelino Restaurants located at 274 Patriot Place.
Yeah, you should read the public hearing.
Hello.
Okay.
We may have to wait, we have to wait till 7:05, so we're going to have to, you can sit.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, please.
If you don't mind, we'll just
Yep.
maybe take a quick,
I'm going to do a couple of action items.
yeah, sorry.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Okay. Motion to approve a use of public way application for the Foxborough Founder's Day Parade on June 6, 2026, from 9 a.m. to noon. Parade route to start at 132 Central Street, Mechanic Street, Railroad Ave, and end on South Street.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none.
Okay. Motion to approve and sign the FY '26 to FY '28 integrated contract for Foxborough Police, Massachusetts Coalition of Police, Local 379.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay.
No?
Motion to accept the donation in the amount of $2,500 to the Foxborough Police Department from the Manos, Smith, Hardeman, and Page families, and the Foxborough VFW for the 2026 Youth Police Academy.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? One more.
Motion to accept the donation in the amount of $1,000 to the Cultural Council Fox in the Borough Program, New Fox donation from Ryan P. and Jennifer Lauren Forbes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Hearing none.
Okay.
And being on or about 7:05.
Okay. Motion to open the public hearing. The Select Board, acting as the local licensing authority pursuant to MGL Chapter 138, will conduct a public hearing on Tuesday, May 26, 2026, beginning at 7:05 in the Gala Meeting Room, Town Hall, 40 South Street, Foxborough, Mass. And on the application of an alteration of premises application of an on-premise annual all-alcohol beverage license for Better Food Foxborough LLC, doing business as Tavolino Restaurant, 274 Patriot Place, Foxborough, Mass. Tom Peruna,
Correct.
General Manager, posted on May 12, 2026, and May 19, 2026. And it's a roll call vote.
Mark, yes?
Stephanie, yes.
Bill, yes.
Amy, yes.
Debbie, yes.
Okay. Well, welcome. Would you like to give us kind of a snapshot of what you're proposing?
Sure. So I've been the general manager at Tavolino for 17 years and Cafe Barista for the last 6 years. And we would like to just make an alteration to our premises so we could serve food, non-alcoholic beverages, and alcoholic beverages in front of Barista. We're just looking for a space that's 8 feet along the building, 12 feet along the building, extending out 8 feet with a 6-foot bar there, which we would serve, soda, wine, canned spirits, and light food. And behind Tavolino, there's a large cement patio back there facing Route 1. And on that space, we'd like to put a beer garden there that would extend 24 feet, 14 feet along the building and 20 feet out. This is kind of what it would look like behind there, just one 6 or 8 foot bar, and both areas would be staffed by people that are chip certified. I did hire private security for all the World Cup games also. I think it would help, one, for all the visitors, both local and from far, to show great hospitality. It would help me in controlling the interior of the restaurant, not to get overcrowded, by having other places to put people when needed. And both areas will not interfere with the spine of Patriot Place and the small area in front of Barista. And in the back, during COVID, we used that exact same space. We had 5 tables of 4 out there for a couple of years and no incidents. There'll be plenty of room for handicapped people to get by at both areas. And I think it would just be a great addition to the hospitality at Patriot Place for these events. And it would help us run and control our restaurant better. And being at the restaurant for the last 17 years and the staff that we have that's been there for a long time, we'll be able to do it in a respectful, proper way.
I assume this went through the building inspector and the 2 chiefs and no issues, or?
No, and the Board of Health.
And Board of Health, yep. Okay.
Question?
Yes, go ahead, please.
I don't understand, I'm looking through the pictures, and I certainly see where the back part patio is. I don't understand where the first section is. I don't see a picture. I mean, I see a graph page, but I don't understand where that's going to be.
So
in
these are
reference
2
to your-
pictures. This is the door going into Barista, right to the right of it
Okay.
would be that space. And we use that space now. We've set up temporary service areas out there now for concerts and everything to serve small food, pizza, chicken tenders, mozzarella sticks, and soft drinks before. So we've used the space many times. I just wanted to be able to include alcohol in the spaces now. And on that one, this is what it would, as far as the space. This is along the front building, extending out just 8 feet. I did meet with the building inspector, deputy chief of police, and Megan at the Board of Health. And I think the building inspector said he talked to the fire department too. And I believe they all were okay with everything.
How do you access the back patio?
So the back patio, if you go into our restaurant through the front door and walk all the way to the back, there is an exit door that goes right out to that patio.
So that'll be the only way to access the patio. You can't come in through
Well,
the
we
Route 1
expect
side?
that customers would come in from the outside. If you're parking along Route 1, you'd see this nice area set up and just go there. Then for a customer, if they want to use the bathroom, we would have them walk to the front door and go in the restaurant.
Oh, so they wouldn't be able to access the restaurant part from the back?
I mean, they could. I mean, we're going to have that door unlocked for us to go in and out. That's how we're going to service it and restock it and keep it clean and everything.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so that's like across from that main parking area? So if you were walking up, normally if you were going to go into Taverlino, you would just walk up that little, the little road
The cut
there
through there.
to go in. So this is going to be right there in the back?
It's in the back on the
Okay.
Route 1 side.
Yeah. Okay. And that's just going to be alcohol, or it's
No, it's going to be,
there too?
yeah, and I said we typically do small food. Our normal things would be cold sandwiches, slices of pizza, chicken tenders, mozzarella sticks, things like that, bags of chips, pretzels.
Like appetizer type stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the, with service, with servers taking orders, you mean, or they're going to buy that?
They just walk
and
up to
then-
the counter and get, so we have electric heaters to keep the slice of pizza in. We have chafing dishes. I said we've been doing it for many years without alcohol, so we're pretty familiar with, the proper setup. And the Board of Health has been by many times when we set up to do an inspection. I already have a mobile food license.
So when you say you've been doing, but you've been doing it in that space?
In the back, we only did,
Or
the back
you-
space we did during COVID.
Oh, okay,
So we had
Just food.
5 tables of 4 out
Yeah.
there for, I think, like 2 years.
yeah. Yeah, I something, I don't remember seeing anything
No.
back
Back
there.
then,
All I'm thinking about
we
is
served dinner and everything out there
Yeah.
then,
during COVID.
during COVID, yeah.
Okay. Right, and this is just for World Cup, or this is going to be?
Well, I would
you're gonna
like
move
the
forward?
alteration of premise. I thought it would be a
Yeah.
permanent thing. We
Per-
would
yeah.
only use it a concert, a Patriots game,
Yeah.
things like that, yeah.
I'm still a little confused on the access. So they have to come in the restaurant and walk through to be seated. And if someone's coming in through the bushes or accessing it without going through the restaurant, how will those people be dealt with?
There'll be a gate there, and we'll have security there.
Okay.
And we'll have, I said, tip certified bartenders and servers working it and everything. And I do have, besides myself, 3 salaried managers. We'll all be working all the games because it's going to be so busy.
So will they be seated there? Do they get seated, or that's just you walk in and it's just an open spot you
It's
get
just
to
going to be
sit?
walk-in. We were thinking of just putting tables with no seating, like high-top tables, so that you could just
Yeah,
stand, have a drink.
okay.
And everything will be portable. The bar in the front, too, will be on wheels. We were just waiting before we finally construct everything.
So that's when you mentioned beer garden, that's the space that's going to be like beer garden?
That's, yes, in the
Yeah,
back.
the back part,
In the
okay,
back, yeah.
okay. I kept thinking this was, I know you were saying
So, yeah,
along
so-
the building.
So
and
this is
I
the
kept-
back of Tavolino
Yeah,
going out through Route 1. That's somehow how we're picturing it to look.
okay. When I saw that and I see the big Tavolino sign, I was thinking.
But that's actually,
I was
this
thinking
is,
we were.
Route 1 is over here, yeah,
the other
behind
side.
us. That's the back of
Yeah.
our building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Nope, no, thank you.
Want to close the hearing?
Motion to close the public hearing.
Second, Mark, yes?
Stephanie, yes?
Billy, yes.
Amy, yes.
Debbie, yes?
Okay. Motion to approve an alteration of premises application for Better Food Foxborough LLC, doing business as Tavolino Restaurant, located at 274 Patriot Place.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Next up, we have a public hearing, transfer of on-premise annual all alcohol license, Phoenix Theaters, Foxborough LLC, doing business as Phoenix Theaters, Patriots Place, located at 24 Patriots Place.
Bill, sorry, there's just one before that, 6 string.
6 string.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wrong one.
Yep.
Okay.
Public hearing alterations and premises application for Foxborough Hospitality LLC, doing business as Six Strings Grill and Stage, located at 275 Patriot Place.
Okay. Motion to open the public hearing. The Select Board, acting as the local licensing authority pursuant to MGL Chapter 138, will conduct a public hearing on Tuesday, May 26, 2026, beginning at 7:15 in the Gala Meeting Room, Town Hall, 40 South Street, Foxborough, Massachusetts, on the application of an alteration of premises, application of an all-premise annual alcohol beverage license from Foxborough Hospitality LLC, doing business as Six String Grill and Stage, 275 Patriot Place, Foxborough, Massachusetts. Gregory Springer, General Manager, posted on May 12th, 2026 and May 19th, 2026.
Second, Mark, yes.
Stephanie, yes.
Bill, yes.
Amy, yes.
Debbie, yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Chair, members of the board. Tom Miller from McDermott, Quilty, Miller and Hanley in Boston here on behalf of the licensee and applicant. I'm joined by Greg Springer, the manager of record and general manager of Six String. As was stated, we're here for a minor alteration of premise to modify the existing patio. If you're standing on the spine of Patriot Place facing the front of the structure, it's the patio to the right, what has been termed as the VIP patio. The proposal here is to remove the soft seating that exists there now and has been approved and add in a portable bar system. That bar will allow for Greg, his team, to better utilize that patio when it's not booked out by a private group and event. So it will be, when that VIP room that this patio is attached to is not booked out for an event, it becomes part of the regular restaurant. The addition of the bar here will give them more flexibility and better utilize that space than the way it has been over the last couple of years. They've seen a need for a little bit more functionality from that. It was, open space with low seating. This will give them 23 seats at the bar with a full-time bartender and staff supervising that area. It's, as I said, it'll improve the functionality. And just to be clear, this is not to create or serve out into the Dora. It is solely for that bar, or that patio area. And for that, those utilizing that room or regular service during when it's not booked out. I would be happy to keep talking, but I think you all have a pretty packed agenda tonight, so including a lot more of me, unfortunately for you guys. So we'd be happy to answer any questions.
So in that area, you're already serving alcohol?
Yes.
So it's just saving steps for waitresses and...
Yeah, and creating a different environment that people will hopefully use better. But no, this is previously approved. This is not a new addition. We're just modifying what's already there.
Okay, got it.
No questions?
And entrance to that is those stanchions around it?
Yeah.
Everyone that enters the building will come through the main door. We'll bring everyone through the main door to get a good count of ins and outs. We'll have security up there, but there is ADA, an open area for ADA.
Or they don't enter that patio directly, they're going to come through?
They're going to come through the front,
Okay.
and they're going to enter that way.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else?
Okay, motion to close the public hearing.
Second, Mark, yes.
Stephanie, yes.
Bill, yes.
Amy, yes.
Debbie, yes.
Okay. Motion to approve an alteration of premise application from Foxborough Hospitality LLC, doing business as Six String Grill and Stage, located at 275 Patriot Place.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So that's 7:25, so let's do a few more action items.
Sure. Motion to accept the donation in the amount of $1,000 to the Cultural Council Fox in the Borough Program, New Foxborough Fox donation and fond memory of James and Heather Polis, from Keith Polis.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none.
Motion to accept the donation in the amount of $500 to the Cultural Council Fox in the Borough Program by the Bellinger family.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none.
Motion to accept the donation in the amount of $1,000 to the Cultural Council Bronze sponsorship for the fabulous Mr. Fox, from Joseph R. and Yvonne A. Sanders.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none.
Motion to approve Select Board meeting minutes from May 7th, 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Motion to approve Select Board meeting minutes from May 11th, 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none.
That's all I got.
All right. We still have some time.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay. Find my notes. Okay, So, let's see, Christina LaRose is our public safety clinician, was honored last week by the Hockomock Area YMCA. She received a Red Triangle Award, which recognizes, it's one of their highest community service awards, and it recognizes her commitment to the community, to leadership, volunteerism, and service. So I just wanted to congratulate Christina for that. They had a nice ceremony over at Lake Pearl Park last week. I did receive confirmation from Senator Feeney's office that the 3 liquor licenses that we voted on town meeting have been filed, so they're hopeful. I think Bill told Katie that he was hopeful for July, but we'll see if they can get it done this session. That would be great. The Veterans Parking Lot, we met out there this morning to spend some, we have to spend some earmark money. Katie, you're not Katie. Amy met us out there, as Chris, Amy and me, we just looked at it. We're gonna put some fencing up and move some dumpsters and put some fencing around there. So we don't have enough to do everything, but we're just spending what, all the money we have to chip away, exactly. Try to make it a little more aesthetically pleasing out there. So that's coming up. The Founders Day table will be active at for the strategic plan, staffed by me, Katie, Mark, and Maura. So come see us on June 6th at Founders Day. And then I do think we're going to go forward with an open house style format sometime in September. Stay tuned for that. I did get a call from the MBTA last week from their community resource person to let us know that residents should expect increased train activity during World Cup. There will be 14 trains per match, and they're going to have to idle nearby in order to be able to return to Boston. So for example, the first match being at 9 p.m., they'll be idling nearby, and the last train doesn't leave Foxborough till 3 a.m. So there's going to be trains. So we're aware of this. I'm more worried about what happens after World Cup, but just be prepared that there will be more train activity. They do say it's primarily in Walpole and Mansfield, but we know that certain residents in Foxborough are going to have to put up with the inconvenience. We've also had reports of electrical work out on North Street. I know that they turned off the power and didn't tell people. So, these are things that are all happening very quickly. We're not in the know. I know our residents are very frustrated. Unfortunately, we usually hear about it when they call us to complain. So that's sort of where we are. But National Grid Chris got a hold of the National Grid, and he did go speak to someone. So they're trying to, clean it up. But so we are seeing a lot out there. As you know, North Street is going to be closed this coming weekend, May 29th at 9 a.m. through June 1st at 5 p.m. So anybody who's going in the North Street area, the road will be completely closed for railroad work.
The whole road or just at the crossing?
At the crossing, sorry, yeah.
yeah.
You can't cut through, sorry. And then Maura has updated the website to start adding some World Cup information, and that continues to evolve. And tomorrow, I will be coming in here in the morning for a meeting and then going to the Cape for a town manager conference till Friday, and I'm off Monday. Then for jobs, we have an assistant assessor position. That's the position that Mariah just vacated. Assistant treasurer collector, Council on Aging substitute van driver, Council on Aging human services program coordinator, Highway Division heavy labor equipment operator, and Tree and Parks Division laborer driver. That's all I have.
Is the electrical work on North Street, is that related to FIFA
I think
or
so.
to the MTA?
Yeah, because they needed a pole, right, Katie?
They did, yeah, they were doing poll work.
So I'm assuming it's all, everything's FIFA.
Is that where they were cutting trees too and limbs? Was that on North Street?
That was on North Street too, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of trucks up and down that street the last week.
Yeah.
And no detail. It was all
Flaggers?
flaggers.
And you will notice just anecdotally that there will be no details, like there'll be no road work during World Cup. So like no details, and I know many towns around us are doing the same thing. There's just not enough people to work all these details. So for World Cup, you probably won't see a lot of road work in the region. So that's one good thing. And that's why you'll notice that there's been a lot of work done on the highways overnight as well, because all those off ramps were completely destroyed by the snow and the weather. So I notice every day more and more are getting cleaned up, because really it's our neighborhood. It looked pretty kind of junky for a while. It's starting to look good. Notice they cleaned up trash. We're starting to look a little cleaner on the highways.
See, there is some upside to this.
hopefully it all looks that good when everybody leaves, right?
Yes.
All right. On about 7:25, so I think we can do that.
Okay, and we're on Phoenix Theaters, right?
Yes.
Okay. Motion to open the public hearing. The Select Board, acting as the local licensing authority pursuant to MGL Chapter 138, will conduct a public hearing on Tuesday, May 26, 2026, beginning at 7:25 in the Gala Meeting Room, Town Hall, 40 South Street, Foxborough, Massachusetts, on the application of a transfer of license of an on-premise annual all-alcohol beverage license from Quincy Amusement Inc., doing business as Showcase Cinemas Deluxe, Patriot Place, 24 Patriot Place, Foxborough, Massachusetts, to Phoenix Theaters, Foxborough LLC, doing business as Phoenix Theaters, Patriot Place, Derek Almeida, is that right? Almada, sorry. General Manager, posted on May 12th, 2026, and May 19th, 2026, sorry.
Second, Mark, yes.
Stephanie, yes?
Bill, yes.
Amy, yes.
Debbie, yes.
Okay. Would you?
We have a presentation.
We have some pictures if we're able to figure it out. If not, we can
Okay.
go forward. But
All right.
Sounds
Would
good.
you like to explain the turnover here and what you're doing?
Yep.
Oh, sure, yeah, sorry.
So, good evening again, Mr. Chair, members of the board, Tom Miller from McDermott, Quilty, Miller and Hanley, here on behalf of the applicant, Phoenix Theaters. I'm joined tonight by Corey Jacobson, the owner, Derek Almada, the proposed manager of record, and Jordan Holman, who is part of their staff as well. I unfortunately I forgot his title, but he is part of the larger Phoenix Theaters family, who have come here and are excited to be here in Foxborough, updating and renovating the space that was the National Amusements, the Showcase Cinemas, to really revitalize it and make it the amenity that it has been and will be again. The best person to talk about how they're going to do that and about Phoenix is Corey. So I'm going to let him tell you a little bit about Phoenix briefly, and then we'll go through, if we can figure it out, a little bit of the before and after and what this space is going to look like, the amount of time, effort, and energy they put into making it just a really destination cinema.
Great.
Well, good evening, folks. I'm Corey Jacobson, and I am the owner of Phoenix Theaters. I started in the movie theater business when I was 14 years old, popping popcorn, and I just never left. And everyone says that I've kind of overachieved, but I have this will be our 10th movie theater, and we'll have 93 movie theater screens. It's our second movie theater in Massachusetts. The first one is in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. We have a beautiful 6-screen theater there that I actually own the building. And we had the opportunity to come out here last July and tour all the National Amusements theaters because I knew a little bit about Showcase and the Redstone family and realized that this could possibly come on the market. And we wanted to meet landlords, and we met Brian very early on and took a tour of Patriot Place in the theater there, and we just fell in love with the building and thought it was just a wonderful space. And of course, all the amenities that are at Patriot Place, this really seemed to be the ace in the cards that Showcase had, and also because it was never really renovated since it opened. So you have a great opportunity here for us to add some new amenities such as fully reclining heated seats in all the auditoriums, and also upgrade all the sound systems to Dolby Atmos and utilize Dolby's products quite a bit, which is 100% within our buildings, and put all new projection equipment in here. And, I look at this, and Jordan and I do, as being the showcase of I shouldn't use the word showcase, the premium theater that we have in our circuit, because it's just such a high-profile, wonderful place. And I think that the community is ready for this. We're going to introduce some ticketing prices where $10 is our top evening ticket price, $8 for matinees, and $7 for kids and seniors. Our goal is to have customers come to the movies very frequently, as opposed to having to make a car, something that's an equivalency to a car payment to go to the movies with your family. We want to have you come back here over and over and over again and enjoy all the films that are out there. The industry is definitely on the upswing, and certainly in the last year, and we're very, very happy to be here in Foxborough, and I think this is a very, very unique opportunity. And I think, are you ready now? I'm going to introduce our, I hope I can get this right, our Senior Vice President of Project Development, Jordan Holman, and he has been responsible for all of our projects. This is incidentally the 5th theater that he and I have done together since the pandemic, and we've added double the size of our circuit, so I'm going to let you explain some of your work.
Okay. Well, hello everybody, ladies and gentlemen of the board. I thought that I'd share with you all some of the renderings, if you haven't seen them, of our vision for what the theater will become in the near future as we enter the summer season. Here's the exterior of the building, which will receive new signage. We actually already have one of those signs up, and we're working on the next ones over the next couple of weeks. The auditoriums will be totally refit with new furnishings and improvements in the seating and the presentation, including heated reclining love seats. Dolby Atmos will be one of our key amenities at this location. And that's probably a little bit hard to see, but that's that's a rendering of the auditoriums once everything's said and done. But what we're here to talk about is our desire to serve alcohol at this location. And so I thought that I'd share with you the concept of the only rendering that we have of this lobby right now, which is the tap to pour beer wall as it is. Anything else?
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
So Phoenix is excited to come here, as you could tell from Corey and Jordan. But this is not, while this is their first time in Eastern Massachusetts, this is not their first time operating an alcoholic beverages license. They've operated them for more than 8 years in different locations, including Pittsfield, so they are familiar with operating in Massachusetts. The tap wall is something that the board is familiar with, both from one of their neighbors at Patriot Place, the stadium itself. They are becoming more and more common throughout the Commonwealth. They have which we shared with the board, a security plan, an operations plan, for lack of a better way of putting it, on how they will operate that safely and securely. It operates under a similar model to many of the others. RFID card, loaded in a way which complies with mass law, no more than 2 drinks. As the board is aware, one of the nice things about these types of walls is they actually allow for greater scrutiny of anybody who is looking to get a beverage. It's not just sitting at a table and asking the waitress for one more. People are walking up and getting assessed as they go through. Every time a card is loaded, people are ID'd and reassessed, so that they understand their responsibilities and they understand how to operate it safely. They've operated safely and successfully for many years, both inside and outside of Massachusetts. They have. This is not, they are looking to bring this amenity here and have it be a continued amenity for the people of Foxborough, as it was with Showcase throughout. They really, they understand the responsibility. Derek does, as the proposed manager of record. He is, just to check the box on the questions, he is a U.S. citizen. He's more than 21 years of age. He is tip certified, familiar with the laws of the Commonwealth, the rules of the ABCC, and this board for the sale and service of alcohol. He's gotten your rules and regs at least 2 or 3 times from me and from other people, so he's aware of them. And he is experienced in the industry. He's been with the company for almost 2 years now.
2.5, almost.
Yeah, almost 2.5 years, operating in places with the service of alcohol. So this is an exciting opportunity for them. I think you picked up on that from them. But I know you have questions, so we are happy to answer them at this point.
Start? Yeah, so this will be your first time as manager of record, though?
I was the general manager of of our previous location in Clarksville, Tennessee. So this is the second theater I will be managing.
But first time as approved manager of record under the statute.
Under the alcohol.
Yeah, well, he managed an alcohol license, but Tennessee doesn't have a similar statutorily defined position like manager of record. So this will be his first time as an approved manager of record per se, but not his first time supervising the sale and service of alcohol.
But you've worked with this beer on tap system before?
No, this is our first location that's going to have a tap wall like this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be the first to say that when we first started hearing about this type of service, I've been serving alcohol for 35 years, and I was a little skeptical because I was thinking of, the things I've had to do, what I've had to look at. But we're finding out the ones that are at the stadium, we're not hearing any problems. Everything seems like it's been well thought out. Honestly, I would card you because I can't believe that you're going to be the general manager. But congratulations.
I didn't want to go there.
Yeah, no, well,
It's scary, isn't it?
So young.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I find the older I get, they all start to look younger and younger.
Yes.
Anyhow, but
Thank you.
but there is a compliment there. So anyhow, I'm excited to see that the theater is going to get a revamp and done over, and very exciting when you were talking about the pricing. I think that's what's happened to some movie theaters. We all understand that there's a profit need to be made, but when you, it's like bringing your kids to the Red Sox game now. Like you can't bring a family of 4 without dropping $300 or $400 after tickets and hot dogs and
If not
soda and
way more,
everything.
yes.
So I think that is very exciting, even for people in the area. I think it'll get people back to the movie theater, especially, it took such a hit after COVID, just in general. So very excited for your project, and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everything she said. No, I'm really excited. I love the concept. My kids are now older, but I do remember taking all of them and being like, yikes, when it came just tickets alone, never mind if you add, popcorn and soda and all that. So I'm really interested to see how I've never seen the wall tap, so I'm really excited to come and check it out. Yeah.
They're very fun. They're very interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure. Good luck. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The ticket prices are really intriguing. I had read that and I thought it must have been a mistake.
We got that a couple of times.
I'm sure. Because again, taking families there but also the setting, you have to be excited that when people leave there, they have other places to go, or before they come to see you, they've been somewhere else on the property. So I think it adds to the whole experience. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One more quick question?
Sure.
Is just beer, or will there be alcohol served there too?
What do you mean? In the tap wall?
Well,
Or
the
the
tap
whole-
wall I thought was just beer, correct?
The tap wall is beer, seltzers, things like that, as well as wine, but nothing
But
beyond.
no other hard alcohol?
No.
Okay.
But no, the alcohol license, it is an all alcoholic beverages
Yep.
license. Any hard alcohol will be served at the space, the bar upstairs, and only the bar upstairs.
So at
The old Lux level, what
okay,
is now
so
called
at
the
the
Encore.
theater, that will still be open upstairs?
Yes.
As a full-service bar?
Yes.
Okay.
Got it.
Will there be food too, food service?
Yes, absolutely.
Like-
You'll be able to take those to your seat? The drinks from upstairs, you can take them to your seat?
Yes.
Cool.
Good.
I'm good.
Very good.
Okay. Motion
Congratulations, we look forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Me too.
to close the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah?
Wait,
Oh, we have to roll call.
Mark, yes.
Yeah, Stephanie, yes.
Bill, yes.
Amy, yes.
Debbie, yes.
Motion to approve a transfer of license of an on-premise annual all-alcohol beverages license from Quincy Amusement, Inc., doing business as Showcase Cinema Deluxe, Patriot Place, 24 Patriot Place, Foxborough, Mass., to Phoenix Theaters, Foxborough LLC, doing business as Phoenix Theaters, Patriot Place, Derek Almada, General Manager.
Second, with one more question. When do you hope to open?
Yeah.
Our opening party will be on June 30th, or at least we hope.
Oh, so soon.
Yes, we were working all day today to try to get there every week. And we hope to open for July 1st opening of Minions, which will be our big
cool.
grand premiere opening film for the
It
summer.
keeps us mostly out of
Family.
World Cup, which is really the primary concern for us.
It is for us too. Thank you.
Okay.
We'll get there.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Motion to approve a one-day beer and wine license application submitted by Pourum Up LLC for an event at Pure Bar Foxborough located at 21 Patriot Place on June 16, 2026, from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none.
Okay. Moving to the next one?
Yep.
Okay. Motion to approve 7 one-day beer and wine licenses for NPS LLC doing business as Gillette Stadium for events located at Lot 22 for World Cup at 1 Patriot Place. Dates to be June 13th, 16th, 19th, 23rd, 26th, and 29th, and July 9th, 2026.
Second.
Okay. Chief, could you come up on this one? So
Missed one what?
I'm sorry? Okay, do you want me to read it again?
They're not doing I thought they were doing DPS. I mean, the Forum Up, no?
So sorry, did you say Pourum Up? I thought you were saying lot 22.
Which one did you say?
Lot 22.
Oh,
22, yeah.
sorry, we're
No,
on.
so you missed number 6. Pourum Up LLC.
Oh, we already did that.
Did you not want to speak with her? That's okay. Sorry.
She's on Zoom?
Yeah, but it's okay if you don't have any questions, then that's
I
okay.
didn't have any
No.
questions.
Okay,
I
perfect.
think we're fine.
Great.
Sorry. Didn't know she was there.
Good night.
Enjoy the rest of it. All right, can you, Chief, I know this obviously is a little bit different. We haven't had one of these, or maybe we have, but not recently at least. So any concerns here or how they're going to set this up?
So, no, well, yes, but no. Let's put it that way. We're pretty conditioned. So this is under the structure of the one-day liquor licenses for Lot 22, which is the west side of the stadium for World Cup. That is their fan experience area. So it's a substantial size and will hold thousands of people. So this size and the perimeter is all built into our security model. So securing it prior, during, and after the event is all part of the operation. This license will have the authority is to stay open. It closes a half hour before match kickoff. Post-event, the license will allow them to open for 2 hours. That, of course, probably won't happen on the first match due to the time. And I also have the discretion that, depending on how things are going, it doesn't have to happen. Depending on the atmosphere within the stadium, if we were having high levels of custodies due to intoxication, we wouldn't open that back up. But we do, as based on the mobility plan with the MBTA, we do have a delay in regards to when people would leave the property. Physically, they can't leave the property. So this is one option where they could stay and, celebrate post-event, just like Patriot Place will be open as well. A lot of these matches are 4, 5, 6 o'clock. They're going to be done at 7 or 8 o'clock. So patrons would have also the options to go to the restaurants at Patriot Place. So
So as far as somebody monitoring the, individuals that are buying at that point in time, it would
So
seem to be a
the,
little bit tougher.
yeah, so
environment.
the craft group is going to be that vendor who do the stadium and do all the events. They're going to be the provider of serving the alcohol under their guidance and their control. So they're trusted partners for sure. They're not someone coming in we've never met with. We don't have to vet. So they're established, and we have no concerns in regards to that. And there'll be substantial oversight as well. And we'll also probably have the ABCC as well on property for most of these matches. To us, they don't work for me. They work independently, overseeing liquor licenses as well. So, and they do come to a lot of the major events, and they work very well with the craft group in regards to bringing people into compliance and regulating alcohol sales and any violations.
And I realize you said the restaurants are open afterwards, so there is still alcohol being served. My only concern is, typically we close down alcohol consumption during the games at a certain point just to make sure that it doesn't get out of control. And
Yeah,
now we're going to open it back up.
Yeah, this is unique for sure. The matches are short; they're 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So there is a stipulation with FIFA at the 75-minute mark. You shut down alcohol sales. Don't have to. That's usually something that usually, like the NFL has a mandate for their best practice. FIFA will have theirs. If at any time during any one of these events, we can always shut it down earlier. But we are definitely not, everybody is going to go get in their car and leave the property for sure. Most of our concerts are late at night, and it's about 9, 10, 11, 12. Sometimes during the football season, if we got a 4 o'clock match, the clubs stay open later at the stadium, and the restaurants stay open as well. And, people make the decision whether or not they want to go or they've had enough. I mean, if they've been 3 hours waiting for the train to get there and
Right.
they got a big wait, they may be tired, but it just gives an option for, idle hands aren't always what we want either. So it's a place, a secure place to meet, to stay together with their friends, family, post-event under police supervision.
Is this all just standing room, or are there tables or anything going to be out there, or any type of?
It's really standing room. It's a fan activation, so they have a lot of things where people can interact, but there's no seating.
How many people fit in that area?
11,800.
Oh,
It's pretty impressive. Okay.
What's their access? Just walking in?
No. So the only people who can get into this area will have to go through several checkpoints where they will be visually checked by officers, but then we will move to a pre-ticket check. So anybody in this area has to have a ticket to the match. And once the match kicks off, we'll actually go through it, and if someone has made their way into that, they will be asked to leave, so it'll be a clean area.
Will they be checked when they come back out of the stadium then, to make sure the same?
So the only way they can get there is through the stadium.
The stadium, okay.
So we're not gonna allow people to just leave and all of a sudden come back in. So, but our posture and our security, unlike a lot of the events, we move some of our officers inside to support the inside operation, not for World Cup. The gates are going to remain staffed from beginning to end with the same numbers. So they'll stay on scene until that whole area is shut down.
Are they serving food inside that area too?
I'm not sure. Yes.
Yep. Well, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head, like, based on whatever time an event gets over, people go from a football game, if it's a 1 o'clock game, 4 or 5 o'clock, they head into another bar or a restaurant to have something to eat. So the responsibility for the license holder, obviously, is the stadium. So if there's a problem there, I'm sure they'll be doing their best to make sure, because there's the actual, this isn't a FIFA event, right? This is.
Well, it is. It's a fan fest
Well, it's a
area.
FIFA event. I'm wording it wrong, but basically, this is
It's not
on the
craft.
license held by the Crafts.
No. Well, it's on the license held by the Crafts, but it's basically sponsored by FIFA.
Yeah.
The Crafts aren't putting this fan experience on.
No, FIFA's putting it on, and they've contracted the craft group who manages all their
Yeah.
food services and alcohol services to run this area.
Yeah, so it's it's the craft's license, liquor.
Yes,
their-
absolutely. They're
their liquor
responsible.
license.
Yes.
And obviously, they're used to manning 60 some odd thousand people with having a chance to buy alcohol, so they should be perfectly able to watch 800 people
Yes.
or 1,000
yes,
people there.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
11,000.
Oh, 11,000. I thought she-
11,800.
Oh, I thought she said eight to 1,000.
Turn up your hearing aid.
That's what I thought you said. Well, they're going from 68,000 down to 11,000. But yeah, well, it's their responsibility to man what's happening with their license.
Correct.
So, yeah.
Two questions.
Sure.
Number one, if you do decide, we got to shut this down, it's done automatically?
Absolutely.
Meaning, once you say, we're shutting down, all taps are done?
Yeah, we have a internal protocol within our command structure and with their food and beverage and their security division. So when we do an alcohol shutdown, it's almost immediate.
Good, trust you with that.
Yeah.
But a side note with the trains, so you're keeping people semi-corralled in there because potentially it's going to be 2, 3, maybe 4 hours before they can get on their train?
Post-event? Yes.
Post-event. Do they know what train they're going on? So you got 11,000 people and 14 trains. How do they know when their train is the one that's going to be leaving?
The exit is first come, first serve.
It is.
Yes. So if you want to get out of there and you want to leave early and get in line first, go ahead. If you're really relaxed and you're in no rush, you can wait. And the trains will fill before they leave. So, and when we really worked with the MBTA on that, because if a train leaves and it's
Yeah.
only half fill, what do we do with this other?
People are going to be stuck. Yeah.
People are going to be stuck. So they're going to fill them. They'll fill one, load one at a time. One's leaving, the other one will be filling. So every 15 minutes, a train's going to be leaving.
What's the number right now for how many people they expect will be taking the train?
I looked at it last week and.
20,000, was it?
Yeah, well, total sales, I think they were about
Oh, the actual.
36,000 sold out of the potential 100,000. So,
Yeah, so they're gonna be telling people, if the train is not full, in other words, you cannot go hang in this area and think then all of a sudden, 10,000 people are coming out at once to hop on a train, but the trains are gonna stop at a certain point, or they're just gonna keep going until everybody's out of there.
they're going to keep, yeah.
Yeah, just like
There's
they
only so
have a
many
schedule.
trains, there's only so
Yeah.
many trains moving, so.
Yeah, so if by chance, train is only half full, there's gonna be some type of announcement, hey, guys, we gotta fill
Yeah.
this train, somehow they'll be getting people to,
Yeah, through the electronic ticketing process, they're able to notify anybody who's bought tickets, so they can do that. So,
okay.
36,000 over the 7 events?
oh, yeah, so it's, I don't have the most recent number from last week. So there's potential 100,000 tickets that could be sold, so they have about a third.
Right.
So, we can all make our, guesses. I don't think they'll hit the 20,000, but, the first match is, I think, almost 11,000. So that's a good starting point. We've never done 11,000, so.
In that area, excuse me if it sounds silly, but are they paying for any beer or food or whatever they get in that area?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's not like open bar.
It's not.
Oh, no, that'd be,
I didn't know if it was special. when you get
Yeah, no,
open
no,
it
I
up.
don't- I don't
When
think
you
that's
say
part of the
food-
business model.
When you say food, is it food trucks or food setups?
Would you like to come up? Do you have more information on this? Yeah, sure.
It's a big difference of what people consume, whether they're paying for it,
Yeah.
whether it's open.
Seems there's some questions here, and it seems like.
Oh, yeah, so
everybody
fire away, please.
does. So as far as the way, how are you connected to this? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Joseph Cray. I'm the Director of Food and Beverage Operations at the stadium.
Okay, thank you.
This location that we're operating, what we're calling our SFE, our Stadium Fan Experience in Lot 22. I know we've already got all the details there. It's going to be a very standard setup for what we've done in the past. If you can recall, last Memorial Day we did it for the NCAA, 4 days of NCAA. If you go all the way back to 2016, we did it for the Winter Classic. So we love this area. It's a great functional area for us. What we're going to do is we have several setups. We have a 50 by 20 tent that we're selling food out of, and it's going to be very, very limited for what we can do in a parking lot. So it's anything that can come off a grill. So it's going to be your standard stadium fare: hot dogs, hamburgers, sausage, light snacks, and things like that. On the other side, we'll have a smaller tent, a smaller version of the large tent, which is 20 by 40. Also, very limited in what we're doing there, mostly packaged snacks and things like that.
Okay.
So there is food and there's beverage, and everything is for purchase.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Anything
No,
else?
that
for me?
covers it for me.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, I guess that was it, but thank you. Appreciate you coming up for it.
All right, we good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay, motion to approve 7 one-day beer and wine licenses for NPS LLC doing business as Gillette Stadium for events located at Lot 22 for World Cup at 1 Patriot Place. Dates to be June 13th, 16th, 19th, 23rd, 26th, and 29th, and July 9th, 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. It's number 8.
Okay, do you want to vote on 13? Okay. I'd like to make a motion on 13, one-day beer and wine licenses for Wicked Comedy doing business as Laugh Boston Patriot Place for comedy shows located at 200 Patriot Place. Dates to be June 5th, 6th, 12th, 19th, 20th, 27th, and July 10th, 11th, 17th, 18th, 24th, 25th, and 31st.
Second.
Is there anybody on this to speak? Okay. Good evening. Would you please just state your name and kind of give us your what you're proposing here?
Go ahead, John. Mr. Chairman, members of the board, my name is John Tobin, representing Wicked Comedy, and I'm joined by my colleague Brian Daly, who will answer your questions. Hi, folks. Thank you.
Okay, so basically, you're just doing it for obviously the performances that you're doing of Wicked. And we've already done this once before with them, haven't we?
This is just the same space that Helix, that the comedy club was in. That was the old Helix space, but Wormtown is not able to service the beer and wine element anymore, so it's going to be Wicked Comedy as doing business as Laugh Boston. They're going to take over that element as well. So it's
So
John
they're bringing in their own staff and,
right.
okay.
All right. Anybody have questions directly?
Yeah, I guess, are you guys going to be following the same guidelines of bringing beer in day of, locking it up, then taking it out, right? They don't keep it on premises,
No, they cannot.
right? Do you understand those guidelines of one day beer and wine licenses?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we do.
You want to review that plan for me, if you could, please?
Sure. So we're only operational on Fridays and Saturdays. So the plan would be to just have the alcohol on premises for those performance days and to do orders each week to service that weekend.
So Katie, when, so if your 2 of the days go back to back, they can, the alcohol can stay there overnight if you have Friday and Saturday or Saturday and Sunday.
Yep, so the license, how that works is if it's, say, your event's at 10 a.m. on a Friday, your alcohol can enter the premise 10 a.m. Thursday before, and it needs to leave the premise 10 a.m. it has to leave 24 hours after your event has closed. So, yes, it overlaps. Doesn't really make sense for them to take it out.
Exactly. And the only other thing, I'm sure all your staff that will be serving the alcohol is tip certified and...
Yes, all of our staff is currently ServSafe certified, which is pretty comparable to TIPS. If it needs to be TIPS, they can get TIPS certified, but they are currently all ServSafe certified.
Yeah, I think ServSafe, different times, places I've worked, sometimes we test with Serve, sometimes it's TIP, so yeah,
Exactly.
they're equal. It's just making sure everybody knows what the guidelines are for serving, so we don't care which one is on, it's
Either,
one of them, right? Yeah.
Good. Deborah, Amy?
I made a motion, so.
Okay. All right, I think we're okay to move on this?
Yes.
The motion, was there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none? Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you, we really appreciate it.
Thank you, folks. We really appreciate it. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Care.
Bye.
Mike? Would you like to go?
Good evening, everyone.
Mike?
We're fine.
So, I will try, I will try to make this quick, but over the last month and a half, we've been through the town manager's evaluation process. Really as a result of the 360 evaluation, and also in the self-evaluation that was completed by the self-evaluation completed by the town manager along with the board evaluation. We aggregated, really the responses from the board evaluation. We aggregated the responses from the board evaluation. So the results here this evening that I'm presenting are really the board's aggregate evaluation. This is your evaluation in terms of the boards, and the time period in question went from April 21st, 2025 through March 31st, 2026. And the evaluation reviewed performance across multiple categories, including planning and organization, leadership, communication, financial management, customer service, organization integrity, the achievement on agreed upon goals. The town manager received an aggregate score of 3.22, reflecting performance above expectations, across evaluation categories. The evaluation recognized significant accomplishments during the year, particularly in the areas of FIFA World Cup, and craft group negotiations, strategic planning like financial management, organizational culture, and communication efforts. And just as an example, some of the highlights included strong leadership, strong leadership and staff collaboration during complex FIFA and World Cup related World Cup related negotiations, planning efforts, continued advancement of the townwide strategic planning process, strengthened communication, and transparency with residents in the select board, effective collaboration with finance officials in the implementation of sound financial management practices, and the development and the development of a positive and a collaborative organizational culture among town staff and departments. And really just to summarize the overall evaluation comments, I quote overall Page is viewed as having had a very strong and successful year as town manager, particularly given the unusually complex and high-profile challenges facing the town. She has continued to grow in the role, demonstrating professionalism, transparency, and a strong work ethic that is evident in both her leadership and day-to-day management. Her handling of the FIFA and Kraft group negotiations was widely recognized as thoughtful, effective, and focused on protecting the town's interests during difficult circumstances. Paige has earned the respect and support of department heads, staff, and the select board through her collaborative leadership style, her clear communication, and willingness to listen and engage openly. She's recognized as a strong communicator who approaches issues honestly and directly, while also being willing to acknowledge when additional information expertise is needed. Her efforts to improve outreach and communication with residents and community groups were also viewed positively. Several comments highlighted the strength of the team that Paige has built around her, noting that her hiring decisions, transparency with staff, and ability to foster collaboration have contributed significantly to the town's success. She was also recognized as a key driver behind the strategic planning process and other major town initiatives. Overall, Paige was viewed as performing above expectations, handling challenging situations with professionalism, grace, and determination, while continuing to grow and strengthen her leadership as town manager. And again, again, that's really the overall summary. I tried to break down the average ratings in every area as well. I'm happy to take any questions, but again, this is your evaluation, your results, the board's results. And I think it, again, I think it really speaks to what we have as, I think it speaks to what we have here. Here as a team with Paige at the helm, and it is a great group. It's a great group. And it's effective group. And it's effectively, it's effective because of who we have leading us as well. So that's all I have, and I apologize for a long-winded overview there.
I think just from my perspective, the process we've used a little bit tweaked from last year. I did note that one of my concerns was that, and quite honestly, I think it might have been to the detriment of Paige, was that the evaluations last year allowed us to kind of rate in between. So if we thought she had done better than 3, but not as good as a 4, we could adjust the rating this didn't allow for that. So, and, so I think that was my only real takeaway. That was something different. As far as doing the evaluation as a tool, I thought the tool was fine. I didn't really have an issue with that. And I thought it was actually a good way for everybody to be able to put down their comments and thoughts and concerns. Each area had the ability to basically have your comments if you wanted to address it under each of the categories. And if you chose just to do it at the end, then you had that option as well. So, again, I thought it was a useful tool, but interested in what the rest of the board feels as far as how.
It's funny because Doc and I think it was at town meeting, we were talking with Mike for a second as town meeting was getting out, and that's, Doc said it, and it was in my mind too, about being able to do, like, I don't think we were gonna say, do anything to you, Mike, like, oh, we'll give her, a 3.165 or something like that, but it would have been nice just to hit that 3.5 or a 2.5,
Like a 3.5, 2.5.
Yeah, just the halves, yeah.
Yep.
And I do want to say thank you to you for guiding us through this process. It kind of, the timing for me, I was away for most of when we were starting the process, and kind of came home to having to take care of a couple of personal things with my son that I wasn't expecting until I get home. And so Mike is always great. I'm like, Mike, I'm so sorry. I almost have it done. And I know it was like holding you up, and you led us great through this process as our HR director. And the other comment I think I would make, it was nice, I bet you everybody thinks the same thing, that it was nice just to sit down with Paige one-on-one too, and just kind of, obviously from the score she got, I don't think there were any curveballs thrown at her, but it's nice to sit down and do constructive criticism. And I think sometimes when you have that opportunity, you can explain maybe why you gave a certain score or why you didn't give a certain score, and and it's not that I don't know. I guess it enabled you to see how each, and I'm sure we all probably looked at it a little bit different. It's not a perfect system, and we all have reasons why we might have given a certain score. So thank you for leading us in it.
No worries.
Amy?
So, first timer here. I actually had said almost verbatim to her about the rating that I had wished, so I hope that gets tweaked in the future, absolutely. For sure.
Yep.
But yeah, it was really, once I got going, it was a lot easier. It was starting that was more difficult for me. So yeah, thank you very much. It was, and thank you for your patience online too.
No, that's fine.
So.
Yep.
I think it's a great exercise. It shows a lot, and for the people watching and maybe learning about this process is real. It actually happens, and in Paige it toes the line to it. If there was something negative, then the response would be expected that it would change, and if something's an accolade, then she can pat herself on the back, knowing that she did it with the help of all her departments. I think that it was a little struggle at first because we changed.
Yeah, we changed all online. It was like an all online evaluation.
Yes.
Same exact form and prompts, but it was just we moved it all online.
Yeah. Not a complaint at all. I'm just not.
Oh yeah, no, different.
I'm just
Yes.
not that savvy, but I think it's a great exercise, and I think it's great that everybody in Foxborough knows that this happens every year.
Yes. It's extremely important, for everybody's and the transparency of it as well. So.
I'm very comfortable with, quite honestly, Paige, you and I had conversations on this, and I know as a role it was something different for you to step into. Be honest with you, I had concerns initially as far as it's a heavy lift. It's not. It's not for everybody, but I think, quite honestly, you've done a very good job learning the issues that are out there. I do think your communication capabilities are very good. And I think that's, you know, I love reading somebody who can write down something that really is on point with the details behind it. And there was a number of situations in the last year that, you know, you did the research, you put the writing to the person who was concerned about something, and it was right on point. And I think that's very important in this role because, again, you don't want just someone, you know, yapping about something. You want them to give them the facts, whether they like what they're going to get for an answer or not. Many times it is what it is, but here's why. So I really do give you a lot of credit for that. That's not the easiest thing to do. So, but overall, I'm very happy with, you know, the last year, and I hope from what I saw on the board seems to be the same. So
Thank
Good
you
job.
very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for another great year.
Motion to approve the FY 2026 Town Manager Performance Review.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none.
Okay,
Thank you, Mike.
thanks, Mike.
Thanks. Mike,
You're gonna
thanks.
stay,
And, yeah,
Oh, you're
in
staying.
case there's any questions
There
on the
might
next
be-
one.
All right, you ready to go? Motion to approve non-union employee memorandum Foxborough 2026 World Cup detail plan.
Second.
Do you want me to tell you a little bit about
Yeah,
it?
yes,
Okay.
please.
So this is a process that we're doing specifically for World Cup. Mike Mullen has taken the lead on this for the most part, but basically we're trying to establish some uniform staffing operations and a compensation framework for World Cup. This is a unique situation. Usually the games are played on weekends or, you know, at night. Don't really conflict with work days. So what we're up against is, you know, our regular work week. A lot of these matches are happening during the regular work week. So we've had to really do some extensive planning to sort of define expectations, figure out who's doing what details when and what the protocols will be, sure that we don't run into any trouble, whether most likely unintentional it would have been, but we wanted to be sure because we didn't want to run the risk of someone working a detail while also working their 40-hour work week. So we've been very consistent in looking at that. So we've defined eligibility requirements for employees participating in World Cup event assignments. They have to use paid time off or they're not scheduled to work. We are implementing some safeguards to ensure that there's a clear separation so that there'll be no perceived conflict. And then we're also making clear that the World Cup assignments are separate from standard overtime and they don't modify any existing collective bargaining agreements. This basically is a one-off. Everybody knows that. It's only for World Cup. And basically we're just being, you know, getting ready for this event. We need municipal readiness, interdepartmental collaboration, public safety planning, and we need strong fiscal oversight. So Mike's done a great job sort of taking the lead on this and has gotten all the unions to sign off. Mike, do you have anything you want to add to this?
No, no, that's really everything. You know, like the the responsibility that our own employees have in this process is huge. And you know, like again, like we just want to make sure we're, you know, we just want to make sure we're protecting you. We just want to make sure we're protecting everyone, you know, but also having very, you know, like a very structured and, you know, like very transparent expectations through this process as well, because there are grants out there, you know, there are audits, you know, the potential for audits with the grants as well, you know, like, we just really want to try to be proactive, you know, in this whole process as a town, like as a town has been all along.
So for people out in the audience, basically we're going to have a number of votes here, but they are because we're dealing with the multiple units of the unions that are out there. So even though the concept behind most of them is similar, it's the fact that we have to have a memorandum of agreement for each of those unions in place in order to make this work. And as Paige just noted, that you know, these changes are solely for the World Cup timeframe and the events that we're dealing with. So you want to start?
Oh, we did the first one.
I did.
We did it
Oh,
all.
sorry, did you second?
I seconded it,
Okay.
yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none?
Okay. Motion to approve a memorandum of agreement between the town of Foxborough and the Foxborough Professional Firefighters Association.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none?
Motion to approve a memorandum of agreement between the town of Foxborough and the local 379 MCOP AFL-CIO, which is police.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none?
Motion to approve a memorandum of agreement between the town of Foxborough and the United Steelworkers, AFL-CIO, CLC, Unit A Supervisors.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none?
Motion to approve a memorandum of agreement between the town of Foxborough and the United Steelworkers, AFL-CIO, CLC, Unit B, non-supervisors.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none?
Motion to approve a memorandum of agreement between the town of Foxborough and the Foxborough DPW Employees Union, AFSCME, Local 1702-Unit A.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none?
Okay. Motion to approve a memorandum of agreement between the town of Foxborough and the Foxborough DPW Employees Union, AFS-CME Local 1702-Unit B.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none? Thank you, Mike.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Thank you.
Mike.
Thanks.
So these are just the reappointments from the select board. I just had reached out to everybody. Everyone either said yes or no, and here we go. So the Board of Recreation, Maureen Dunphy, James Green, Heather Harding, Jenna Strickland for 3 years. The Board of Registrars, Claire Naughton for 3 years. Cable TV Advisory Committee, Mark Stopa, David Uden for 1 year. Capital Improvement Planning Committee, Amy Beardos, Paige Duncan, Chris Gallagher, William Yukna for 1 year terms. Child Sexual Abuse Awareness Committee, William Dudley for 3 years. Cleanup Foxborough Committee, Arthur Dooley and Joseph Garrity for 1 year terms. Conservation Commission, Peter Tanasoff, thank you, Doc, for a 3 year term. Design Review Board, Maureen Kraus and Linda Shea for 3 years. Economic Development Committee, Jessica Enos, Sarah Francamano, Heather Harding, Linda Hunter, John Mahoney, Kevin Pryor for 1 year terms. Employee Insurance Advisory Committee, Owen Bonnert, Sean Buckley, Tim Daniels, Jessica Minton for 1 year terms. Foxborough Commission on Disability, Margaret Chason, David Del Pizzo, David Viscaldo for 3 year terms. GATRA Advisory Board, Catherine Fierick for a 1 year term. Historic District Commission, Michael Hand, Thomas Kraus, Maria Schuster for 3 years. Historical Commission, Kenneth Bryant, Kristen Hovey, Maureen Kraus, and William Sides for 3 year terms. MBTA Advisory Board, Paige Duncan and Catherine Fierick for 1 year terms. Metropolitan Area Planning Council, Catherine Fierick for 1 year terms. Municipal Hearing Officer, Paige Duncan for 1 year. Norfolk County Advisory Board, Cyril Dumas for 1 year. Permanent Municipal and School Building Committee, Donald Triani for 3 years. And Jeffrey Whitehouse for 3 years. Semrick Board of Directors, Paige Duncan for 1 year. Southeastern MA Commuter Rail Task Force, Catherine Fierick for 1 year. Stadium Advisory Committee, Joe Angelico, George Bell, Randall Briggs, Blair Crane, Ellen Garber, John Hardy, Ronald Hogden, Dennis Olson, Joe Sanders, and Nathan Weber for 1 year terms. Survey Board, William Buckley Jr., Michael Kelleher, and Scott Chippy for 1 year terms. Town Asset Review Committee, Laureen Brew, Barney Overett, and Kevin Weinfield for 1 year terms. Town Council, Jason Tellerman for 1 year terms. Veteran Services Advisory Committee, Richard Letzen and Doug Silvestre for 3 year terms. And the Zoning Board of Appeals, Lorraine Brew for 3 year terms. And then the Zoning Board of Appeals, Blair Crane and Eric Hogberg will be for 1 year terms each.
Even though it says 3 on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that change, but If you could then just say,
Motion to reappoint the boards, committee, and commission members as read.
Second.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none. One abstention, obviously not here.
One question, are we gonna post like we did last year where we have openings and stuff?
yep, I'll do the reappointment letters this week, get those to the town clerk, and then can probably look at that next week.
Okay.
Sounds good.
What else we have?
Reorganization.
There we go.
Okay.
Reorganization?
Reorganization, yep. I will
Okay.
take motions for each of the two positions, starting with the chair.
Sure, can I start?
Sure.
No offense to anybody else on this board, because we all work very hard, but I myself thought that it might be a good idea if I'd like to nominate Bill to stay on as chair, only because I think everyone here would be capable of it. Most of us have done it at one point or the other. Bill's been involved with so much between World Cup, the new license, and I think he's really worked really hard with Paige directly, and I think the continuity of him staying on might be a good idea. So if the rest of the board feels that way, if someone wants to second it, great, or if they want to.
I'll second.
Okay. That's pretty easy.
I don't want him to say no.
quick before he notices.
I'll do whatever the board wants. I'm fine with that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill. Oh, we have to vote.
So we have to make should I make the motion?
made the
Because
motion.
I
You made it, I'll
motion.
second
Okay.
it.
All right, that's right, okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? One abstention.
I'd like to make a motion that Amy fill the role of vice chair. I think that going into her second year, she's already got some of the chops down that she needs. She's well-spoken, well-researched, and I think it's a role that she's more than ready for.
And I'll second that for the opposite of Bill. It would be a great learning experience for Amy at this stage of her career. So I agree with you, Deb.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I mean,
Are you willing?
myself too.
Of course.
Willing and able.
Yeah. I want to learn, so bring it on.
Okay. Motions and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? As clerk?
I'd like to make a motion to nominate Doc as clerk.
I'll second it. You know something, Amy? And I hate to say it, but I was here, I'm like, oh my God, please say Dr. Deb, please say Dr. Deb. No, and listen, if someone had nominated, I would have gladly done it, but it's not easy to do all that reading, so, thank you, Amy.
I'm good with
gladly
that.
second it.
You did a good job.
You okay with that, Doc?
I am.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Congratulations. I think we're down to select board updates. I'm going to give just an update. It's not to be discussed, obviously, because it's not an agenda item, but Paige and I and the chief did meet with the craft representatives last Tuesday. Last Monday. We did have a meeting scheduled for this morning, but it got postponed until tomorrow. So, and basically the guys is around the questions around the license renewal. So we haven't gotten to anywhere really with any substance, but it is an ongoing process, and they did come forward. So just so everybody knows that that's in process. Other than that, I don't have anything else. Would you have something on the weekend?
I actually wanted to bring up burning questions and how awesome it was to see everybody participate, and they all made it. I mean,
Except one.
well,
Yeah, I know.
you know, but yeah, no, everybody made it, and it was a lot of fun, and it was really nice. I think I had texted you for like us as residents to kind of see the camaraderie between all the departments and the people from town hall. So I really appreciate it. I hope it's something, maybe not that,
Maybe
but
not hot wings, but we're coming up. We have a few more ideas.
But something, you know, that is kind of a community event, you know.
None of us have really recovered from that. We were comparing notes today about how sick we were the next day. So
Oh, no. Sorry.
But it was worth it.
But it was a great event. I enjoyed it. They did a good job.
They did.
And if, I'll talk a little bit about Memorial Day,
Okay.
which was pretty phenomenal.
Sorry.
It was a great event. Unfortunately, it had to be switched to the community center, but the feedback I got from everybody at the community center was, thank goodness we had the community center
Yeah.
as a backup, as a great place.
Well, I thought, sorry to interrupt, but I was driving through Franklin that day, and the sun had come out, later in the day, and I looked at the Common in Franklin, and they clearly did not have a community center because all the tents were set up, and I'm like, ooh, they had to do Memorial Day in the rain. So I had that very thought of, thank goodness we have that community center, because we did not have to stand out it was pouring, too.
And you guys turned that on a dime. You, Mark.
I can't take any credit. Mark and Michelle did it all.
Mark and Michelle.
Yeah.
Michelle is phenomenal. She did a great job.
Yep.
You spoke wonderfully on 2 hours rest, and
I heard Amy loves to public speak.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite. Yeah.
Paige did a great job too. They all did, and the veterans that were there, I think, were very appreciative, and everybody. The main speaker was phenomenal. I mean, it just, he really choked you up a little bit, and he did a great job. Local resident, lives in town, combat veteran, so he did a wonderful job too. It was well received and a great time, and a great ceremony.
Yeah, right.
It was a ceremony.
Yep.
Deb, do you have anything?
I don't.
Okay. Set.
Right now?
All right. We're good then?
Yeah,
I think that's it.
Is that it? Oh, my gosh.
that's it.
It's 8:30.
So sorry, did you finish the action items? Did I just
Yes.
miss
Yep.
those? Okay,
Yes,
Yeah.
great.
all the way down to minutes.
Look at me.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.